didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
And he'll coming up. You talk about this Jets defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in set quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever...
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about
nice.
Fourth down.
Welcome.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over.
All right, here we go. I'm going to try it with the jet sweep.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on.
Dude, I am telling you, if you keep that up, I'm going to block you.
Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
He'll dump this off to Achane. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go. Achane. And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A little jet sweep to start the drive. The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. For good measure.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up the 2nd down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we offense's perspective, what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it. Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. A give, running right, Achane. Shedding through the defense. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Now Tua. It's a slant to Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
Can you guys hear me okay?
It's not that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. There with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Oh, come on!
Can't do anything. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. 65 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
High throw, but the catch is made. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Tua going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
Past the halfway point of the season, and now we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have it.
I think in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 43, here's second down and 8.
Now Rodgers.
And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
They do go for it. It's
recepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get, that's really good ball. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have retaken a third quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
And New York take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Rodgers now to throw.
That is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet would.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Jets. Tyler Conklin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
They'll run for it with Achane. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Oh, look at the juke.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
A quick slant to Hill.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion.
The pickup there, 5 yards. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. The kick by Sanders is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages.
Oh, yeah. Be quiet.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they sit there and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their time.
Oh, again with Hall.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hall give up the middle.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Second down, goal to go. A give running right is Hall.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time. At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. Throw caught by Achane.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Here comes second down. Tua.
Caught by Wilson. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Going right back to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to
Don't you, buddy! How about that, you guys?